time. Please rise. Welcome to the winner's circle, the J. Cohen Trio, for today's performance of the national anthem.
My name is June Bird, and I live in Studio City right now. I was living in Los Angeles and Hollywood, California at the age of 10 when the war started. In 1942, after Executive Order 9066, we were forced to leave our homes and we were shipped to Santa Anita. I went in May of 1942 and I left Santa Anita in September 1942.
My name is Bill Shishima and I live in Monterey Park. Main Street was where Los Angeles was born, and that's where I was born. At that time it was Mexican town. My dad had in Mercado Plaza grocery store and Plaza Hotel. May the 9th we were in there and left, I think it was about August.
My name's Hal Kamey, and currently I live with my wife in Monterey Park. Born and raised here in LA, in that part of LA called Hollywood. My parents had their own dry cleaning and laundry business right on Sunset Boulevard. I was there for 10 years, and that's when Pearl Harbor occurred.
This never happened before.
I thought, wow, what a big place, you know. I didn't hear of horse racing until I went to the track there.
That's such as you.
The parking lot of Santa Anita was full of barracks, and every barrack looked the same. So it was sort of puzzling first. Santa Anita is divided into 7 districts or areas. So we're right off of Huntington Drive. And the worst thing about that was right across the fence, big theater, hoping we could go there, but to no avail.
My family, we were one of the lucky ones because we got to live in the parking lot, so our unit was right outside of one of the eating places. So when it came time to eat, we only had to go about 100 feet to get in line to go eat whatever they were going to give us.
I'm gonna move way out on the outskirts of town.
We were assigned to live in the horse stables. My family, my sister, my brother, my father, my mother, and I, 5 of us lived in one horse stable. There were 2,000 stables in Santa Anita and 9,000 people living in those horse stables. Our mattresses were made out of the hay and the straw that we filled ourselves. And that's what we slept on. But all 3 sides of the ceiling was open so that you could hear your neighbor next door and all the way down the barn. And every morning we would have to pull up our bed because the bed would sink into the asphalt. I was told not to put my arms outside of from our covers because if we touched a rusty nail, we might get lockjaw. At nighttime, we all had to be in bed by, I think, 9 o'clock. They would come around and shut off all the lights. And then with a flashlight, they would peek into each room and see if everybody was asleep in their beds. We'd all have to say, we're here, we're here. You can't even imagine you're in this horse stall. There's no bathroom. If you got sick at night or if your child got sick, you just had to, you couldn't go outside the room. So we would have chamber pots. And then where we brushed our teeth was a different area. Where we washed our hair was another different area. It was a challenge every day to just brush your teeth and wash your face.
When we first got there to Santa Anita, however we got there, by truck or bus or train, We had to get off, and we were walking, the whole family. We were walking right up to the entrance, and as we got up to the entrance, I looked up to my left, and there was a machine gun crew. 2 guys up there with a machine gun, and because I'd seen pictures, I could see it. Oh my goodness, that's a 30 caliber water-cooled machine gun. I'd only seen pictures. Now I got to see the real thing. But I didn't realize that gun was aimed at us. That didn't occur to me. I was just impressed by being able to actually see a real machine gun.
There was no explanation as to why we were there. So at the age of 10, you don't know if you're going to stay there a weekend, a week, or our parents didn't know what was going to happen to us.
There's a term called gaman, just hold it inside and do the best you can. And I think that's what my folks did. I never heard them say anything.
They never showed any kind of anger. They never showed any kind of tears. They never showed how upset they were, because they wanted to make it safe for us children to grow up thinking that this is normal. So we grew up thinking this is normal, and we didn't know any better.
When I really got interested in it, I lost my dad by then, so I couldn't get my question answered. So the first generation didn't want to talk about it because they felt it was their fault that we're incarcerated because they were Japanese. But I felt I was American, so I said, how come I'm in there? You know, we're at war with Japan, and I never been to Japan. I know my parents came from there, but why should I be put behind barbed wire fence and armed guards?
My sister was already in high school, so was my brother. And before we went into camp, my sister said, they can't put us in camps. They can't put us in prisons because we have civil rights. As a citizen, we have civil rights, and they can't do that to us. Well, she was in camp, so she learned that civil rights didn't mean anything.
During the war, the government used euphemistic terms such as assembly center, barbed wire fence, armed guards, and the towers all around the camp. And they even had a guard tower on top of the stadium. I said, protection for our benefit? What's the guard tower doing in the center of the camp? For our protection.
It's fortunate we were able to get that one plaque up there. But yeah, very few people see it. The thousands that go by there, they just walk right by it and not know what that's for.
They didn't want us to put anything in there. So I think we're just happy that made it. It would be nice to have a memorial, but I doubt very much that would ever happen. So we hope people will remember the lessons of the past. I maintain that if you lose your freedom, you've lost everything. It doesn't matter if you lost your furniture, or if you lost your bike, or if you lost a car. It's the freedom. If you lose your freedom, you've lost everything. That concept of freedom, you don't think about it until you're in prison. Then when you can't go anywhere, you're locked up behind barbed wires, and then you know you've lost everything.